Hello, spellers. Welcome to another spelling lesson. We've made it to Friday, our first Friday of school in October. So we are at a new date of our new month, right? October. Yesterday was the 1st of October. Today, for our 15th lesson, we're dating our notebook 10/2 of 2020. And our first word today is the word direct. So comfortably close to that red margin, we're going to write the word direct. Then I will direct you what to do next. Direct. All right, scholars, take a moment, pause, and analyze the word direct at your fold line. All right, now that you've had a chance to do that, let's check the syllables of direct. It's a two-syllable word. The first syllable is d-I. Name sound of that I-E, so we're underlining it. Die, finger space, rect. Direct. Direct. K-k. First sound of the k. Now there is a rule, you might have missed it, and that's okay. If you didn't get it, write it down with me right now. It's the I-Y rule. Right? I and Y may say I at the end of a syllable. Direct. I now direct you to go to our next word. Comfortably close to that red margin, let's write the word direction. So it has direct as its root word, and we're adding the suffix or ending shun. Remember, I mentioned to you before, this is the most common spelling of shun. Keep that in mind as you're analyzing the word direction. Pause and do that analysis right now. If you're following my direction, you are now checking your analysis with mine. Direction is a three-syllable word. Our first syllable is the same, die, with an I-E saying its name sound. Then, scholars, our second syllable after that finger space is rec, die, rec. Then a finger space. And our final syllable is shun. Did you remember to underline this multiple letter phonogram? Sh, tall letter sh. Use at the beginning of any syllable after the first one. Direction has two rules. We, of course, have the I-Y rule again. Say it with me. I and Y may say I at the end of a syllable. An I-E saying its name sound of I. And I bet you caught this one. Guys in the middle. Guys in the middle. Remember, sh, tall letter sh is always going to be somewhere in the middle of the word when it's saying sh, direction. And as I mentioned, this shun is our most common spelling of the suffix shun, that ending shun. All right, our next word, scholars, comfortably close to that red margin, is the word liberty. The Pledge of Allegiance ends with the words, and liberty and justice for all. Liberty, freedom, liberty. Pause and analyze the word liberty. All right, let's check how you did with liberty. Did you get that it's a three-syllable word? lib, right? The of her, and T, liberty. With a 3, right, above the Y, it's the third vowel sound of y, I, liberty. No rules in liberty. 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 Our last required word, skipping a line and comfortably close to that red margin, I'm writing the word enough. Enough. This is an interesting one. You might recognize what is often people's favorite multiple letter phonogram in this one. Pause for a moment and analyze enough. I hope I gave you enough time. Let's analyze, or let's go over your analysis. Our first syllable of this 2-syllable word is E, saying its name sound. This is an E, saying E. That's the first syllable, E. Finger space. And our second syllable is nuff. Uff. All of this, scholars, is a multiple letter phonogram. Enough. Do you remember this multiple letter phonogram? It has 6 sounds. O, oo, uff, off, ah, ow. Right? O, oo, uff, off, ah, ow. O, oo, uff, off, ah, ow. O, oo, uff, off, ah, ow. So now we've underlined it. Did you remember which sound it's making? So enough, uff, o, oo, uff, off, enough, uff. Right? Third sound, o, oo, uff, enough. Third sound of o, oo, uff, off, ah, ow. Enough. And spellers, there's a rule. Remember, if you missed it, that's okay. That's why we're checking our work. It's the A-E-O-U rule. Remember, we have an E at the end of this syllable, saying its name sound. A, E, O, and U. Usually say A, E, O, and U at the end of a syllable. Our bonus word today, habitat. An animal's habitat is the particular area that satisfies that animal's needs. So it's the area that satisfies a particular animal's needs, right? It's habitat. Right? Think about your habitat, right? Where are you that meets your needs, that satisfies your needs? That's your habitat. Your home is part of your habitat. Right? When we're able to go back in the school building, right? That is another habitat that is yours. So those together would make your environment. Remember that word from yesterday? So habitat is your bonus word. Then, scholars, the enrichment, if you would like to get your creativity going, we're going to use the word enough. I just can't get enough blank. Like, what is something you just can't get enough of? And share that with us in your illustration, and then you can submit a photo if you'd like. What can't you get enough of? Then remember, scholars, the spelling assignment is to complete the spelling Google form, those 5 questions, and remember to click submit at the bottom of the form. Thanks for joining me for another spelling lesson. Have a great weekend, everyone. See you on Monday for spelling.